podcast by myself.
Oh.
Really?
Antonio knows best.
And your podcast,
Antonio knows best.
Antonio, what would be the name?
I'll tell you, I don't know.
Let's be
In your
honest.
pocket, in your pocket.
Easy.
He can't deal with this bullshit.
Why am I always the enemy?
All right, here.
Yo, you're telling him not to
Mess up.
curse. This
I'll
freaking
say,
guy.
I'll do it live. I'll do it live with phone calls and all the stuff.
No, you'll get shut down in a week.
Bullshit.
You'll get down.
No, no pockets. Go ahead.
Ready?
All right, ready? Yeah, go.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. We are having an excited day. We got Peter, who's leaving for Italy tomorrow.
What's up, guys?
Thank God.
So we had to sneak in.
Remember what happened when I was in
another
Italy
episode.
before?
What happened? Oh, yeah.
Milan
No,
lost,
that's
and
not
Milan
gonna
from
happen,
third
don't worry.
place that went down
That's
to
not gonna
out
happen
of
again.
Champions
Believe
League.
me, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna be there next time too.
Out of Champions League.
Aren't you going to? You're going to Italy next week.
Yeah, I am.
You're going to Italy next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Michael and I, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
we're
we're
gonna
just
be in
gonna
the
be
studio.
chilling in the studio all day, whatever. Nothing new, right?
Chilling.
Antonio, I like your hat.
Guys, by the way, did you see this? That was my.
can't see it over there.
That's all. Guys, you see this thing here? That was me cursing them for the last 10 years. I said, get the
10
calcio,
years.
get the calcio hat. That's what I like.
But I think it was Peter's idea to
no, it
do
was
this.
not Peter's idea.
Peter, wasn't it your idea?
It was my idea.
Anto, you like how it
This
turned
is
out?
what I want you to buy. Right, Mike?
Yeah, you like
It's
how it turned
available
out,
for-
though?
It turned out pretty good.
Okay.
Is it-
Pretty
you
good.
like it? Good?
Now, this is the first one. Then we're going to make different color, right or wrong?
Maybe.
Yeah,
And then at some
depends
point,
how
we're going to have a
bubbles
sale.
I know you want a blue one.
No, I don't want a blue one. At some point,
For
we're
the
gonna have a
Azzurri.
sale, and
They're well, okay, guys.
this is my signature hat, so you better buy it, okay? Because
You
every
wanna
time that you guys and I, we meet on the street, on the field, or whatever we're gonna meet, we're gonna have a party. But just bring the hat, okay?
I don't know
A
what you're
hat
saying.
party.
Alright.
You
Guys,
should sign on the
I am,
bottom
if
of
they
all the
want it, I'll
hats.
sign it, so.
So for anyone who's watching, that we have new culture hats on the website right now, ItalianFootballTV.com.
Is that on the bottom of the screen too?
Yeah.
It's on
so
the
it
bottom
is.
of the screen. It's on the top of the screen. It's all over the screen.
So, guys,
Well,
you
so
actually...
you know why I ask? Because I don't watch podcasts, I don't watch blogs, I don't have Instagram, I don't have Facebook, so that's why I have to ask those guys. You know, I don't trust them, so I have to make sure.
There's limited.
Peter, did you watch it once
I
in a while?
watch it every
So is
once
he
in
at
a
the
while.
bottom of the
It's
screen?
there.
Alright.
It's usually there.
Uh,
Usually it's there.
Usually.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sometimes.
let's go.
It depends. So there's limited quantity. So if you want one, get it quick. Once they sell out, as always, they're gone. At least in this color, and then we'll probably drop a couple more colors.
And they're actually embroidered hats, so they're very good quality.
they're
That
pretty nice.
hat, so guys, they're gonna be quick. The last drop that we did, it lasted 3 hours and they're sold out. And
We might have to sell Antonio.
So those are embroidered.
Yeah,
These are
embroidered.
There is
Stitch.
no
Like
nothing
quality.
on, so
It's like
it's,
stitch.
you know, it's
Yeah.
forever. Basically, it's the forever calcio hat.
because you're forever AC Milan.
Thank you. So especially the AC Milan fan guys, this is what you need.
Yeah,
Even when
perfect.
you're in Serie B, right?
It's okay.
Ooh.
It's okay.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
The
Even when
stitching
we said it
lasts that long.
forever. That's what I said, forever. Fino alla fine.
That's
Oh,
Juventus. That's
Fino alla
Juventus.
fine.
That's Juventus saying.
Until we die.
That's
Until we
Juve
die.
saying.
Is it until then?
Okay, until we die.
And then after you die, you still gonna
After we
watch
die,
it.
we still save it. Okay?
Guys.
Perfect.
On the heaven. In the heaven.
Antonio, you were asking me to add up the salaries
Yeah.
of Juventus and Inter players because we know Inter is close to getting Sanchez now. It's the
Oh.
breaking news.
Oh, what a
I haven't
surprise.
added up all your players because it's not going to matter at the end of the day.
Because we scrap bottom, bottom feeders. That's what we call ourselves. Anything that comes down from the surface that trickles down to the bottom.
After Inter bite it,
Yeah, we scavengers. Yeah, whatever is left over, crumbs, shells, plastic, bottle, straws. We take it.
Gotta be.
Anything that is recyclable or almost getting close to be trashed, we take it. Okay.
Well, you can reuse them, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If you guys drop something on while you're running
By
or something
mistake.
like that, we pick up
While you're running.
pennies, anything.
okay, very good because Inter right now is close to getting Alexis Sanchez from Manchester
Wow.
United.
Wow.
Player that Conte has wanted for a very long time. We know that they've been in the search for another striker, and it seems like Sanchez should be done by tomorrow or by Wednesday the latest. It's going to be a loan with option to buy at only $15 million, so it's a pretty good deal.
Good steal.
I think that personally, I think this is a great move. I know people are making fun of this move too, especially Man U fans. But you put a player in their right conditions and under the right coach, and I think it could be completely different. A return to Serie A, and when he was at Udinese, he was a beast. He was
Yeah.
It
phenomenal.
was. How old is he right now?
He's 30 right
He's
now.
30?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
not bad
good.
at all. P, as an Inter fan, how you like this move?
No, I think in the end we're looking for a second striker. This is a guy that's going to be low cost. He's going to take a salary pay.
It's not a striker. It's like
Hold on. Second striker.
be a
He's a
second
second
striker.
striker.
He
In
used to be
Conte's
a
system,
winger
he'll be
now.
a second striker. He has the technical ability to
Yeah.
play in that position. He's thrived in the Serie A before when he was with Udinese, helping that team go into Champions League. Even when he was in Barcelona, Arsenal, he was one of the important players. Now at Manchester United, kind of like Lukaku, fell off, the radar. Maybe the coach wasn't really thrilled with him, wasn't one of his go-to players. So he needs a change of scenery.
Mourinho.
And I think as a Latino player, also young Spanish guy, going to play in Italy, maybe it fits
Chile,
his
right?
fits
Chile,
his
yeah.
Chile.
So who's going to be fighting to share the time on the field?
Lautaro.
Vecino?
Well, you have
Lautaro.
Vecino's a midfielder.
No,
You
he's
have
a-
Lautaro Martinez,
Lautaro, oh
Lukaku,
boy.
and would be
So
Alexis
maybe it's going to
Sanchez.
come up in the second half.
So if you think about it, Inter doesn't
Second
have
half, right? Bench player.
Inter doesn't have a lot of strikers.
This guy here, Sanchez.
Nah, I don't think so.
Not
I think Sanchez is
necessarily.
going to be the
They'll
starter.
They could be
I
splitting
think it's going to be
time.
Sanchez,
It's gonna
Lukaku.
be Lukaku and Sanchez.
That's what I
supposed to be
think.
the-
And they're also looking for
Sanchez, Lukaku?
Yeah.
up
What
front.
about Lautaro?
No,
No, no.
Are you crazy?
How's it crazy?
Milan can take him.
Not that crazy.
So Lautaro's not even a starter on this
I don't think
on this
so.
formation?
Lautaro Martinez
Lautaro's
still has
young.
not proven
He's a baby
anything.
still.
He's still a good player, but
If
he
this
hasn't
guy
proven
is one of the
anything.
top players of Argentina, you're going to tell
Who
me
says
he
he's the top player of
No one
Argentina?
said that.
I said it. I saw the way, I saw the way he played the last time. He was the best player in Argentina altogether.
He did have a
Well,
very
maybe he
good
can
comeback.
Spectacular
surprise.
is very
Maybe he
good.
can
Spectacular,
surprise.
Spectacular
Right.
Copa
But
But
America.
that's even better for
That
Inter
says
to
a
have
lot
a
about
player
Inter,
on the
too.
bench
A
now that
world-class
could be a
club
world
right
class
Doesn't
now.
make
player.
any sense to me.
Why
You're
doesn't it
gonna,
make
you're gonna
sense?
put somebody like this guy here, Sanchez instead of with his Lautaro. I mean, this guy, he's got his father that is agent, right? He's gonna pack up and leave. That's what he's
I
gonna do.
don't know, no.
That guy's not gonna be shitting.
He's
Well,
gonna-
on top of that, let me
He's gonna get a
add
lot
a
of
little bit
minutes.
more fuel to Antonio's fire right now. On top of Sanchez, Inter want to close for one more player,
Striker.
which would be either Milik
Llorente.
or Llorente. Llorente probably being the
because
most
Zico
likely.
resigned with the
Yeah.
Roma.
Exactly.
Oh,
And they're
I'm
going to
so
get
sorry,
rid
Pete.
of Icardi.
Oh, don't be
sorry.
sorry. I actually like
sorry.
that because now it's, Serie A on a whole, Dzeko and Roma means
Competitive all around.
Roma is a better team.
Yeah.
And what makes you think that Napoli is gonna sell Milik?
The only reason would be to swap deal with Icardi.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
But why can they take both? They keep both.
Nah, it's not gonna
They
happen.
don't have enough money. You saying?
Who?
That's too much.
The
Napoli.
Laurentiis?
Napoli?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I
Might
mean,
be difficult.
You get Wanda as a bonus. Wanda.
With Icardi, the latest news is saying that he wants, again, he's waiting for Juventus. He didn't give his yes or no to Napoli, is what they say. They haven't given yes or no, but Napoli's only giving him a few more days. He still wants to stay at Inter. They say he still wants
That's
to stay at
baloney.
Inter.
That's
But
baloney.
they said that
Listen, let's make a
that he's not going to be part of the
Let's make a
plans.
prediction. How many of you thinks that Icardi is going to go to Juventus? How many of us?
I think Napoli.
You raise your hand?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going with Napoli. I think he'll make a last ditch
Yeah, I think
move
he's
to
gonna go to
Napoli.
Napoli. I think he's
Hopefully,
gonna end up in
that'd be
Napoli.
amazing.
You too? Yes or not?
I'm clueless when
No,
it comes to
you want to
Icardi.
say yes or not?
When it comes to Icardi, I do not know. I am puzzled. I am puzzled at the moment.
He's perplexed.
Take a chance.
He's dumbfounded.
Yeah, take a
What do you think
chance.
is going to happen? I said, I'm not saying that you have to make it right.
Just take a,
What do you think?
Well, I would
He's gonna
like
go
I
Napoli
would
or
like him go
Juventus?
to Napoli.
You would like to go to Napoli.
to a competitor.
So me too, but I don't think
No,
it's
but
happening.
also Serie A in general. I
Big.
think Icardi and Napoli would
I
be
respect that.
nice.
I
I would love
respect
that too.
Yeah, he's only saying that because he doesn't want Juventus to get him.
Right.
That's a
I
real
would
reason.
like
Don't
to-
Well, if
respect him
Juventus
too
want,
much.
Yo,
if Icardi goes to
I
Juve,
know, I know.
Honestly,
I
I would
understand.
like to be honest.
Let's be
Let's
honest.
be honest.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
I would like Icardi to go to Napoli, but Paratici and your friend, your ex, the guy that just moved from
Yeah.
you. I didn't want to make his name to make him feel more important, but you just said it. That guy and Agnelli, they're still best friend. He was sent over there on Inter Milan just to lower the price of Icardi down to the bottom. So instead of 150 million from my friend Pete, it's going to go down to 50 million top.
Okay.
Right, Pete?
60 million.
60. I don't know about 60.
In the vicinity. In that vicinity.
We gave our guesses. I don't know what's gonna happen. If Icardi stays at Inter, it will be dreadful.
It'll be
That would
bad.
be
He's gonna ride on the
so-
bench.
What
I
is
just
what
wanna
what
be
do you, as a player? Imagine you sit on the bench
Yeah,
for
it's
a
not good.
year.
That
doing
guy might not
nothing.
even sit on the bench.
Yeah, not exactly.
Tribuna.
What is
He's
he
going to
sit
send
on
him
the bench?
Tribuna with Vanda.
That's not the worst option.
Oh my God.
Balotelli
Not
joined
bad.
Brescia today, guys.
Beautiful.
Officially.
Beautiful.
He
A fairy tale
rejected a
story.
move.
Grande Mario, grande.
He
I love
rejected
Mario.
a move to Brazil, which is going to be a lot more money. He said that going home, even his mom cried that he was making a move home, that his father always wanted to see him play for Brescia one day. And I think that a lot of it has to do with the Euros coming up in the summertime. He knows, listen, I stay in Italy. I stay in a place where it's my home, where I could really perform, where Mancini's going to be watching me a lot more. If he goes to Brazil, let's be honest. Let's be honest. No matter what happens,
Yeah,
he's not going to get called up.
Now Brescia, at least Mancini's gonna keep an eye on him for sure. And if he starts scoring
be a
some
dream.
goals,
This is a
be good.
phenomenal move. I wanted him to go to Fiorentina, but I even like this Brescia move because
Who's
it
going to be
makes it
playing
more
with him on
even.
top?
A
Who's
lot.
going to be playing with him
This
on
guy,
top?
Donnarumma. There's
Oh, yeah, the capocannoniere of the Serie B.
Capocannoniere
Yeah.
from Serie B, that's
Man,
right.
yeah.
So it's gonna be good.
These two guys together, they're gonna be a lot of fun.
And you have Tonali that can deliver.
exactly.
Tonali too.
Tonali.
That's not
Tonali's
bad.
not midfield.
That's
It's gonna be
bad.
interesting.
No, Brescia
It's-
looks good.
It's like a Baggio Pirlo when Pirlo
Oh,
was on
I'm getting
Brescia.
excited
whatever.
for
Like,
Brescia.
now
I'm
you
so
got
happy to
Tonali,
see him
Balotelli.
back. It's been so long.
Oh,
that
it's
he's been in
amazing.
Serie
And
A.
they have the Kappa, those
Gotta
kits.
get that
Those
jersey.
are sick.
Gotta get that
Those are sick.
Balotelli jersey.
Oh yeah, I
Brescia
wanted to.
Balotelli
Yeah,
jersey.
yeah. We'll swap with the culture shirt with the Brescia shirt.
Okay, we'll
Ooh,
do
we
one
could
of
do a
those.
nice little. Okay.
So how do you guys feel about Balotelli?
Hey, by the way, I got a couple autograph for Balotelli.
Yeah?
Yeah.
nice.
When he's on
And I
Milan?
got a picture with him too.
I have one too when he was
He's
on
one of
Inter.
my favorites.
He's got a picture with you.
Listen to me, Mario is one of my favorite. As much as you guys, you think you hate the guy.
I love
and
the
all
guy.
that
Nobody
stuff
said that they hate the guy.
because it's a little crazy, or because he's got all of his fancy,
don't remember saying
Earrings?
craziness. Let me tell you
All of his
something.
fancy craziness.
The guy is a great player. He just needs somebody to believe in this guy here.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, if you keep trash talking him and all the stuff, and this is all of this racism that was directly to him, and a few other black guys playing on the Italian Championship, that's bad.
Yeah,
So
okay,
Balotelli needs to be encouraged, and need to be embraced like it's one of us. Uno di noi, right?
Yeah, one of us.
So Mario, welcome back to Italy.
But
What can we tell you something?
it's
I'm not going to say Forza Brescia, but we're cheering for you. I mean, I want you to score 30 goals, not against AC Milan, against anybody else.
The rest of
Okay?
these fools,
The rest
right?
of those
But
fools.
you know what's funny? Saying how they instigate him. One of the journalists today, they say, "Oh, are you afraid to fail at Brescia?"
And what did he say?
He pretty much responded. You have it like verbatim. I don't know. something
Yeah,
close to it.
he said, I'm never afraid. He said, I think it's you journalists that are afraid to fail.
Exactly.
And then he went on live on Instagram, and they were making him and his brother Enoch were making fun of it. They're like, he said that's the worst. He said it's the best question I've ever gotten. They just laughed. They were laughing.
Yeah, it's
What a
like
stupid-
it's such an instigating
Those are haters.
question.
Those are
exactly.
real haters.
Exactly.
Forget about instigators. Those are real haters.
But the thing is, now we see Balotelli back Serie A. He's 29 years old.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's 29 years old. So it's
might
now.
make it. I
No, I'm
think-
saying what I'm trying to say is now or never.
Yeah,
So if he wants to
sure.
put his head into
Euro.
Euros and then being able to be the player that he was supposed to be, he's got a solid 3 to 5 years now where he can solidify his chance.
But
Yeah,
3
no,
years.
Why not?
No,
You can
you
play
can
till
say- no,
34
How many
years
years
old.
did he sign?
Ronaldo's 30.
I'm not saying he's going
I
to play
think
in
he-
Brescia. I'm just saying in general,
Oh.
for his career, his personal career,
I think
he has another 3 to 5 years.
AC Milan giving up on somebody like Balotelli, it's...
Oh, you didn't give up on him. He was a head case.
The thing is, there's
He
no
was
better
a-
club right now than
You
Brescia
know,
to
it's-
rekindle his career. I
Again,
think
we
it's great.
never find players like him or Cassano that have been given keep laughing, been given the coach that really understand quality and talent. Those guys that got talent, some of the few people, they have talents. Okay?
Good,
Other people that like robots, questi sono palleggiatori. Those are guys that they
Palleggiatori.
know how to juggle with the ball. They're not cheap. They're not chicken. They're not afraid of making mistakes. Those are real. For me, those are real players. You're not gonna find like I don't know, Vecino or somebody else that is gonna make the easy pass and say, "Hey, like a hot potatoes, I pass the ball. That's it. No, it's your problem."
You
That's
brought up
what they
Vecino
do.
2 times today. You have
Yeah,
something with him.
Vecino is not a loser. I don't know why.
Is that going to be your guy this year?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the guy you hate.
Loser.
So,
Go ahead, next.
It's funny.
No,
It's,
go to my question.
It's
What-
funny. It's funny that you said that about Balotelli because since 2007, since he played in Serie A, there's been no other Italian besides Quagliarella and Di Natale who scored more goals than Balotelli in Europe.
Okay.
That's a huge
So-
stat. That's huge.
No, it's good, and I think that it's got all the ingredients to be able to be a success. And I'm really excited to see what Balotelli does. Looks like a lot of excitement and a good club, and super happy. Speaking about like crazy moves that you would never expect, Ribéry is apparently close to joining Fiorentina.
Oh, that's nice.
They're saying
That's
that the deal is
amazing.
just details away from being able to be completed. They already have an agreement in principle, but there's a couple other things like with his trainer. He needs his trainer involved and all this kind of stuff.
How old
They
is
need
he?
to- He's
33, 34?
I don't know. Check,
check.
Mike.
around
He's
there.
gonna get a 2-year deal, $4 million a
Oh
season.
my God,
That's a
he's
lot of money.
36.
He's
Oh,
36.
that's a lot of money.
God,
That's
he's
a lot of
old.
money.
Now, but listen, it's a good.
4 million a season?
It's not that
That's
bad.
not
Joe,
much.
Joe,
It's not
give
your.
it to me, 1 million. And
What are you gonna
the
do?
better player than Ribéry.
He's a world
No,
class.
Ribéry.
World class.
And if he's a lot of
No, he's not done.
Who's
I
going to
think.
play on the left, coming down from the left wing?
Yeah, I
down?
think Chiesa,
Left, yeah.
him, and Boateng up top
That's
is an
huge.
incredible
I will keep
attack.
Simeone
And-
though too. They
Yeah,
need to back up players.
Yeah, they'll still have some backups. They got Vlahovic, who scored 2 goals in their Coppa Italia match, who looks very exciting. But the point is that Fiorentina last year, they had the youngest team in Europe.
Right.
In all of Europe.
Can they tie the
And
money
you
to
could-
performance
and you
too?
could
If he
see-
doesn't score, we get rid of him.
No. And you could see that they needed experience. And when you get a world-class guy like Ribéry, he helps the guys around him build and understand, listen, we got to get to the top level. He's not, he's the guy that helps you get to that next side. And it's not the same, but the thing that I think of was when Tevez joined Juve, there was a lot of people who said he was done. And he was that guy that helped, when Juve were in a bad place, he helped elevate that and get the guys around him a lot better. So I think Ribéry will help do that at Fiorentina. I think it's a huge move. I disagree with you.
Be honest.
Ribéry's a Champions League winner also. He's going to bring a winning mentality.
Be honest, okay? If I had to take one of the R&R, double R, I would have taken Robben instead of Ribéry.
I think Robin's done, though.
He's done. He's
Yeah,
quitting.
I think he's done.
Oh my
I
God,
think he was
that
done.
guy
See,
is
Ribéry
phenomenal.
still had some motivation to keep going.
Well, Ribéry, I thought he was gonna give it quits also, or it was just that he didn't get any
I don't know.
offers.
I
But
think that he still had.
the
He was still hungry to
okay,
play.
the fact I think Ribéry, listen,
Did he
given
sign?
what he is,
Did he end his contract with Bayern?
yeah,
or
he
just,
did.
Oh,
he
that's
ended
it.
the contract.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
But the
then
thing
he
is,
was not resigned, right, Pete?
no,
I think he was the
resigned.
one who decided with they were saying that he decided with Bayern that he wanted to end it.
Well, the only thing that's at question right now is his age. Everything else, I mean, Ribéry has been able to play at the best stage, whether it be Champions League, the World Cup,
Right.
final.
That's how it's definitely
you know,
quality for Fiorentina.
He's
Definitely.
he's a guy that can be a real spark. Maybe not always starting, even coming off on the bench, being able to manage a game, and he could give you that technical ability that extra that Fiorentina might need, and might need someone like Mike was saying that had experience winning, where in the locker room he knows what it takes, or it's not so much on a Sunday. It's also during the week when you're in a practice, what you put into it and how you create that winning mentality.
Atmosphere and
Mike,
makes
a good question
everyone
for you.
better
Mike, a
around
good question
him.
for you. Why
Yeah.
team like a Juventus, AC Milan or Inter or a big Roma, they didn't just seek the Ribéry services?
Well,
Different
well,
levels.
first of
What do you
all,
mean different levels? So Fiorentina is not a good level then?
They're on a
are,
lower
but-
level than the other
Lower
teams that you
level?
mentioned. Yes, they
I
almost
think
got
they're
relegated.
building up a great team right now.
Yes, building.
Building.
right now Fiorentina, they don't.
Napoli, for example.
Okay,
It
but
would have been a good fit in
Napoli play
too.
how many competitions compared to someone like Ribéry that could be playing at Fiorentina most of the Serie A games? Maybe not starting all of them or playing the 90
Mike,
minutes.
just because the people, the team that they play
Yeah.
multiple competition, they can
Yeah.
use somebody like that, like
No, yeah.
Juventus, Inter, and
Yeah, but maybe he just wanted to be a leader at a team like Fiorentina where he could be the main guy over there.
or maybe that you want to be on a smaller market that doesn't have the pressure to win at every game at every cost.
No,
or
I
things
would
like
Player
that.
like
Yeah.
Ribéry doesn't have that. Guy, it's very
He
simple.
could be
Fiorentina
the main guy over
on
there.
a lower level that has to build
But
up. They
aren't
were
they
almost
overpaying
relegated.
him? I think they
At
overpaying him.
Juventus,
$4
Inter,
million is a lot
Milan,
of money.
they can't play. No, it doesn't matter about the
That's-
money. At the end of the day, he brings you marketability. People are
Marketability.
talking about.
They're gonna buy shirts, they're gonna buy
Fiorentina.
Ribéry
Of course,
shirts.
Of course. Of course, it opens you to a
He's a
whole new
world-class
market.
player, and bringing the name out Fiorentina around, saying
Ribéry.
Fiorentina signed Ribéry, that's huge for a team like Fiorentina. Put their
Alright.
name around
And it shows
that.
their seriousness
100%.
to elevate
Alright.
their
They have
salaries. and
Boateng
stuff.
already.
Hey,
They're
listen,
too,
I believe
another
the
great
commission
player.
is very smart, and Joe,
Yeah.
I'm sure is he read into this move. So, Joe, I hope you're right. What can I tell you?
I think they
So-
will be. I
Yeah,
think.
for
I
sure.
think at the end of the day they will be.
And then wait, Marco,
What?
when Ribéry is done with Fiorentina, just send it to the Brooklyn Italian. Okay, Joe. All right, we'll take him.
He'll
Include
teach us
that
a
in the
few things.
contract.
We'll put it on the contract.
Included in the
Yeah,
contract.
okay.
He'll
All
be
right.
50 by then.
So
don't
what?
worry.
I'm
saying,
he can still run.
All right.
We played with you guys this weekend.
Yeah, all right. That
We
was
won,
not-
right, Marco? We won.
Antonio was the.
No,
Antonio, you want to tell them?
No, it
Or
was
you
not.
don't
It was
wanna
not a game.
You
It was a
lost.
scrimmage.
You lost.
All right. So let's say we lost. Okay. We actually we made them win.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
All
Did
right.
you make me dribble you too?
Next question, please.
Can I tell them the story real
Yeah,
quick?
go ahead.
1 second.
Yeah.
I took my shirt off at halftime because it was so hot. So there was one play. Antonio was on my back, and Antonio talked so much shit during the entire game. He said, your shot was horrible. You got no power. You're not gonna go anywhere." So one time I got the ball,
Oh, yeah.
and I saw him right on top of me, and I pushed it past him because I said I could outrun this guy. So I go in front of him with the ball. Antonio, with both hands, grabs my waist. But I was sweating so much and I didn't have a shirt on that he just missed me. I just slipped out of his hand. And I heard the guys yelling at Antonio. He goes, "This kid doesn't have a shirt on. Otherwise, I would have taken him down." Is it true?
Yeah.
Exactly
like
what
butter.
happened?
I would have killed you.
Oh man.
But I got away with it. Did I score after that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I want to see if you remember.
Let's move on to next topic. It's Marco Materazzi's birthday today, actually.
Oh, nice.
We all know this guy won everything there is to win, and Peter, we all know he won it with the best, right?
An idol, man. Inter idol.
The guy scored 2 goals for Italy, and they're like the 2 most important goals that we could have ever
Yeah,
asked.
2006 World
And he
Cup.
played for Bari too. Don't forget that.
Did he?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Yeah?
wow, I didn't know
Well, I
that.
forgot that.
His,
You're asking us to talk
his
about a
father was the
treble and a
coach.
World
His
Cup.
father was a coach of Bari too.
Was he?
Oh yeah.
Wow. No, I
He's
love
from
Materazzi.
Salento, yeah. But
One of the
also
toughest
Materazzi, a lot of people don't know, he holds the record for defender, top goal scorer for defender in one
Oh,
season.
really?
12 goals.
Nice.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He's one of the best headers.
Yeah, he was
But
But
amazing.
besides that, he's a free kick specialist.
Oh yeah.
With that Perugia team, the Serse Cosmin Perugia team, it was some great players.
was a
Nakata, all these
Nakata,
guys.
yeah.
Nakata. And Materazzi was on that team. And let me tell you,
Hmm.
12 goals for defender in one season is
Isn't it
is
crazy
remarkable.
with him? Like, think about it. If Nesta never got hurt, we probably wouldn't be talking about Materazzi like this that we are right now.
Listen. They're
Let's
both
be-
great players.
What? No. But I'm saying Nesta got hurt in the 2006 World
Yeah.
Cup,
Right.
which opened the opportunity for Materazzi, and then he took it with
Wait,
both hands.
he
and
never
won.
played for Bari? I just checked
His
this.
father was the coach.
You just sneak that in. He played for Trapani, Perugia, Carpi, Everton, Messina, and Tor di Quinto. I don't know where that is. But
In,
yeah,
in
not
his
Bari.
youth, he never played for Body.
no, he's from
See?
Lecce.
Yo,
He's
we're
from
gonna have to
Salento.
fact.
Yeah,
You know what
from
we gotta
Lecce.
do? We gotta have a person that fact checks everything that Antonio
like,
Check if
I
his
was
father
like,
ever
let me go
coached Body.
check.
check.
Mike,
I'm
good
almost
stuff.
positive. I'm almost positive.
Oh, Marco, you're scaring
Oh my
me.
god. He's not from Body, right?
Lecce.
So no. So
Same thing.
Mike, while you check that. But yeah, I love Materazzi, and what he did for us in the World Cup was incredible. And it's crazy how odds work. I know people always say he's just lucky, he was in the right place at the right time. But listen, you got to put yourself in that opportunity and that space to be able to get lucky. So full credit to him.
And you also have to take it.
Yeah, you have to take it.
You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. There's plenty of people. Look at, I don't want to say, but Zaccardo, he was put in a position where he had the opportunity to play and do a good job. So you gotta
Okay,
give credit.
so his dad actually played and coached
Oh.
Bari.
Hey.
You got something right.
got
He's
that
safe.
confused then.
You got something
He was
correct.
like, oh, thank God.
Next.
I never doubted you, Antonio.
Next.
I definitely doubted you, Antonio. Quagliarella is on the Puskas Award, which is for goal of the season,
That's
FIFA's goal of the year.
season.
You remember the one the back heel he
Right.
scored against
That was the
Napoli.
best. Mania.
There's a couple other.
What was that again?
That was a real goal.
It was a beautiful goal. It was unbelievable. There's a couple other on there. This guy Townsend, I saw his goal. It was pretty phenomenal. I think he scored for his Man City from outside the box on the volley. But I love that Quagliarella is still there. I know I'm biased, but I think that his goal was the hardest goal. The other ones,
And he meant it to put it that way. I didn't
Oh,
guess.
well,
It just was
absolutely.
It wasn't no question. It just boom.
the only thing, like, I know that there was a goal that was scored from like outside the box, and it was one-time bicycle kick. But I think that the league has to take into consideration the level that you're scoring the goal has to be considered. Right?
What do you mean
That's
the level?
harsh.
What do you mean
That's
the level?
What do you mean?
What do you mean the level?
How's that harsh?
What league was it?
I don't know what league it was. There's Brazilian league on here.
All right,
I
but
would say
they're
that's
still
part
a
of
top. They're still a top player.
There's the
in Brazil.
look, I see from River Plate, Come on, it's much harder to score that goal in England or in Italy than it is to score over there in South America.
Yeah, but you
Listen,
can't
a
go based
bicycle
on
kick,
that.
Pete,
Why not?
a bicycle kick,
So-
you
so-
see it once in a while. You see it, people, they keep trying. But something that the way Quagliarella did,
True.
you never get to see that stuff. Very
That's true,
rarely,
too.
maybe every 20 years you see one of those.
If that's the
things.
case,
true.
Antonio would have won it.
Yeah, but
every
you're
year,
basing on
every-
on
Yeah.
creativity. You're basing on difficult.
But
The-
Yeah,
the-
if you have a better
Hey,
level defense,
it's
he had
both.
Koulibaly on him.
Listen to me.
Come on, you
No,
can't
it's
tell
true,
me
it does take
Koulibaly's
effect.
marking
It does
you.
take
That's
effect.
so
Grade
much
of
harder.
creativity and grade of difficulty, I think it matches a bicycle kick at the same time, because everybody,
agree.
especially the goalkeeper, is not expecting something like that. A bicycle kick, the goalkeeper, he knows when this guy's already up in the air, he's going to try to find when the ball is. But the goalkeeper didn't even know that the ball went into the net until after the fact, because of the deceiving factor that Quagliarella had to the shot.
I'm not saying otherwise. I'm just saying you can't discount somebody because of the
I think it
difficulty
shouldn't
of
take
the
any
league.
factor.
I hope he wins.
Yeah, I hope he wins.
Peter, you
too.
don't think it should take any effect?
Like
where they
Townsend, when he
play?
scores in Premier League versus Manchester City, who's
Yes.
the Premier League champions.
Yeah.
It's very hard to score that. It's
No,
much harder to
granted,
score
but it's based on the kick that you take. You could, if you take the free kick versus the best team in the world, doesn't matter if you take a free kick. If you
course
put
it
the
does.
if you
Well,
put the
why
ball in
wouldn't
the
it?
corner over
the-
there,
but
no
if
matter
the-
who you put it against,
If you-
it's gonna go
If
in.
you're getting marked by the best defender in the world and you're taking that shot and you're getting marked by a player who's not the best defender, it does make a
Let
difference.
me tell you something.
It adds to the grade of difficulty, but doesn't add to
Exactly.
the doesn't add to the creative
Pete,
aspect,
But
the
we're
best
talking
goal
about the
aspect.
best goal.
Pete,
It has
yeah,
to
the
be
best
considered.
goal.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, you can consider it, but I'm saying it's not just necessarily because you play in Brazil.
It definitely is a
Unless you're
factor.
playing like Bay H Street over there and you score a goal.
Pete.
That's one thing.
Hello,
Otherwise, my goal against Antonio
Listen,
would have
let me
been on
tell
that.
you. Let me tell you
It was
something.
a beautiful goal.
Let me tell you something. Okay. First of all, on
Bayet is a
free-
good league, huh?
On a free kick, you have all the time to adjust yourself. Look at the corner. Look what's opening. What's not opening. Look the position of the goalie. It's like I
Who the
don't know,
hell's
a
talking about free
penalty. A
kicks?
penalty with a grade of difficulty times 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
why are we talking
It's
about
very
that?
hard
One
to do.
second.
What does that have
Let
to do
me
with it?
finish.
How many free kick goals go in?
Now,
But what does that have to do with it?
Quagliarella's goal, it was done on a fly, an action, un'azione.
But so were the
ball
other
comes
All the
on
other
us.
goals are
But the
too.
other ones were on the
So
same.
how many people are competing for this?
A lot of different
So I
ones.
think Quagliarella is going to win.
But you don't even know the other goals.
If
That's
you
what-
can vote for Quagliarella, because that's what the deal is. That's it.
Okay.
No
Forza
more. Okay, next
Fabio.
question. Next question.
It's not really a question, but they released
not really a question.
they released the attendances for most season tickets sold.
Ask him who's number one.
Exactly. What do you think the top 3 are?
Of course, Inter, because they spend a lot of money, and they, Juventus is the second one, and Napoli probably, or Roma.
Napoli is actually one of the last ones.
I was surprised with that.
Man.
One.
They only sold 9,000 season tickets. Napoli. They're having a really bad
So
time.
Inter, Juventus, and then who?
It was Inter, Juventus, and Milan.
Say,
wow.
say how many.
Oh, well, okay, so a couple different sources had different things.
Oh, okay.
So Il Mattino is who we had over here, but then later Gazzetta said that Milan had 30,000, around 30,000.
Not bad.
Mattino said 20,000. It's probably closer to 30,000. Inter had 40.
Top.
Juventus had 27. And then Roma around 18. Fiorentina.
But
apparently
those are
had
the
20.
abbonamenti. Those
Yeah,
are the.
yeah.
But then
Season tickets.
Yeah, plus on
season
top
tickets.
of it. But this is just season tickets right
But
now.
then you
The storyline was mostly about Inter having so many, and also Napoli, their top team, and Parma, Bologna, Cagliari, Verona, Udinese, Fiorentina, Lecce, Lazio. Everybody had higher than Napoli, and Napoli's team,
Ooh.
they all had significantly
Yeah,
higher.
but you have to understand also in Napoli.
There is no money,
Exactly,
Marco.
the economic
There is
level.
no
They'll
money.
be able to go
That's
watch a
not
game,
why.
but they
It
cannot
was,
spend.
it was
that's
lower
not-
than
I think so.
other seasons.
Yeah,
too.
but-
it was
Yeah,
much
it's
lower.
much lower.
Wait. The factor is this too.
There's two
Watch.
factors.
Peter,
There's two
the
factors.
stadium is too
Stadium.
big.
Yeah.
But they're renovating it
So-
right
They are
now.
renovating.
It's under renovation.
Stadium sucks.
Yeah.
There's no big name signing.
That's-
So when you
that's
have
the
a
key.
big name
That's the
signing,
thing.
people get
Exactly.
excited
They
about
signed.
it.
Wait,
they
the
signed a
Manolas
couple
not
days
signed
ago.
No.
They signed. Hey,
Yeah, Manolas,
Lozano.
that's why it went down.
Lozano
It's not
is coming.
official.
That's a big name.
Manolas, like,
Lozano-
Lozano is
official.
good. Oh, Manolas, forget about it.
Manolas took it down a little
Why
bit,
did
but
they-
Lozano
if they would have signed
they get-
Ames or someone like
Yeah.
that,
Or
all of a
Icardi.
sudden, or Icardi,
Icardi, maybe.
now there's
That's what I think.
enthusiasm.
But you know what? That's the other one thing that we keep forgetting. The money is
Money,
number one
yeah,
factor. Okay, there is no really money over there to unless De Laurentiis making incentives to the
Yeah,
young
but
guys to go over there.
9,000, not 9,000 tickets.
That's very low.
9,000 is
Very
extremely low.
Yeah.
You just, you know what I will do? Hey, Mr. De Laurentiis, listen to me, please. on a game that is not against AC Milan, Juventus, like a middle of the range, teams, just leave it that whoever wants to go to the stadium,
Somebody's singing.
he gets to pay half of the ticket price for not prime seats.
You know
Then
what they did
and
in
you just let
Detroit
them get in.
You know what they did in Detroit that I thought was really interesting. I
saw
sent you guys the video when we were at the stadium. You know, they didn't fill out.
let
They
all
only-
the girls
they had
go in
60
for free.
They had 60,000. They had 60,000 tickets, and people were all spread out. So they put a screen. They put a message on the screen
Right.
that said, anyone who's high, go take an available
Take the
seat
empty
lower.
seats.
So it
Yeah.
looks nicer. It's crowded. Everybody's
Absolutely.
together. I thought it was a great idea.
But-
I've
but-
never seen that before.
But if I was the guy that spent $150 for a ticket,
Yeah, will
and
you
the
get
guy
pissed
that
off?
spent
Okay, but
$20, then it goes
guaranteed-
down.
Okay, you're guaranteed to get that
What are you
ticket.
gonna do? You're gonna yell
right
at them?
now.
You're gonna complain that they went down low?
You know what I
I
would
would-
do? You know what I would do?
Write a letter, like-
Okay.
Peter
I
wants
want
to
to
see
pay
the world
$20
burn.
ticket and go down over there.
Easy, guys. This is what I will do, Pete. If the stadium has, let's say, 3 rings or 4 rings, I will let the people on the top ring come down just to
Yeah,
the
that's
next
what-
level.
that's what they did.
Let's say you're on the,
He's
on the
saying it's
third
not
ring.
fair.
If you're on the third ring, you can qualify to come to the second ring. But if you're on the 5th ring, you want to go down
Yeah,
to the
but
first
if I
one,
pay-
I would say that's
What if I
kind
want to
of
go to
unfair.
VIP, right?
Yeah.
If I paid a certain amount of money and now the guy up there,
You're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to be sorry for the people that have
There
less
we
money
go,
than you.
Antonio,
I
right?
like
Okay.
that.
that's not true.
Respect.
All right.
Peter's
Peter's
harsh
mad,
on
he
that.
spent
Peter's
all his
always
money on
open.
Those are Inter fans. That's what you haven't understand that. They're very selfish.
Inter fans pay for the
They don't
tickets,
even
40,000.
Yeah, Inter fans are very scrappy. They don't even want to leave a crumbs down. Nothing.
Scrap.
They're just like this. This is mine. That's it.
Alexis Sanchez, Lukaku.
Yeah.
Don't splash the pot.
Everybody.
Don't splash the pot.
This is. Oh, come on. Didn't I ask you a question before we start podcast? I wanted to
Yes.
know what's the money.
I told
the
you
money
I'm not
involved.
getting you that information.
No, I want to know.
Man, you seem like your FBI agent.
If you want a
Guys.
single player, I'll get you the information.
Guys, listen to me.
But we know
please.
Inter spend more than Milan. That's your
This
point.
is
Yes.
the question that
Yes.
I've been asking
They
those
did.
guys.
They did, yeah.
Okay.
But it's
Inter spend
normal.
more than you.
Inter got 40 million from Champions League. They can spend more.
Gentlemen.
But nobody's arguing.
Can I
against
talk
it.
to my fans 1 second? Okay. Listen to me, guys. Those 3 guys over here,
didn't do
they
anything.
keep
I
bragging
haven't said
about
anything.
how many players they have, how many millions they spend,
Don't
and all the
include me
stuff.
in that.
So what I asked Marco before we started this podcast, I said, just I wanted to see the Inter formation and the Juventus formation. The Napoli, it's okay. Napoli, I'd rather Napoli to win than those 2 people over here.
appreciate it.
So I said to him, I said, just write down all the formation, whether it's 4-3-1-2, whether it's 4-4-2, or whether it's 4-3-3.
We play
I want to
3-5-2.
put any name that you have, put it on the field, and how much they make. Okay?
Yes.
How much they make. So I
I
wanted to
have a
see.
couple of your guys, but I'm not going to go through everyone because the whole point is that you're wanting to say that they spend more money than Milan.
No,
right?
that they have 10 times more money. They spend 10 times
So
more than
let's
AC
just go
Milan.
on to that
And I
assumption.
wanted to see that this translates even on
the field.
on the field and on the Classifica too.
Well, it already
so
has,
if you spend 10 times, you should have at least another 10 times. the amount
All
of
you have
points
to
that
do
AC
is
Milan
have
has.
one more point more that gets you
Yeah.
into Champions
Oh,
League. That's
yeah.
all you need. That
See?
one more point is $40 million.
So you're telling me that you spend an extra couple $100 million, you're taking competition away from a scrappy teams
Not an extra
just to
$100.
win.
as long as we get to win and
That's
get in the
not about
Champions League,
soccer.
it's great.
That's business. That's not soccer. That
What are
is
you
not
talking about?
soccer. Soccer is just you
We're
develop
playing.
your
We're
talents.
developing our
You're
talents.
developing. Yeah, I know what you're developing.
17-year-old player.
You're
Esposito.
developing that guy that now is playing in Roma, that is Zaniolo, that is worth a lot more money. That's what
Everybody
you
forget
develop.
about him.
Okay?
Don't
That's what
worry,
you're
Milan
developing.
has lost a lot of
You
their
were
players
developing
too.
Pirlo when you sent it to AC Milan. Okay?
keep going.
All right, I'm going to make the list. You were Coutinho, right? You were developing that guy too. You want another one? You developing Icardi. No, Icardi's going to play for another team. You want another one? Bitch, I'll give it to you.
Roberto Carlos.
Oh, that too.
Oh
I'll give
my
it to you.
God. Possessed.
Okay?
Antonio possessed.
Develop. You're not developing anything.
It's all right. We'll develop in
Alright.
Serie A for the rest of our
Alright.
lives. You guys can still go in
Next
Serie B.
question. Go ahead.
I gotta give it to him. That was pretty good.
My heart is hurting after
Need
that
some
one.
water after that one? Or you good?
I'll save myself before the end of the season.
Oh wow.
It's all right. It's just hard times in Milan camp right now.
Next.
At least you know you have a roof over your head.
Guys,
with
with my heart
with
is
San
what I want
Siro.
you to buy.
Guys,
That was a rant right there.
Roma. Let's talk about Roma right now. I think that for some reason, I have a good feeling about Roma this year. I think that they're doing some good stuff. I don't know Fonseca that well, but I got a feeling about him. I got a feeling that he's good. I'm hearing a lot of good things. We have their formation and their lineup. I'll say it
Go ahead.
so that we're all on the same page. They got Paul Lopez, who's highly regarded. They've got Florenzi as the right back currently, but they're trying to get not Spinazzola from Zappacosta. They got Mancini in the back. Atalanta, very good. Fazio's still there in the back, which they're trying to get Rugani. They're trying for a couple other players. They'll probably get somebody better. Their left back, they got Spinazzola and Kolarov, both two top-class left backs. Then in the midfield, they got Veretout, Pellegrini, Diawara, and Cristante. 4 players for 2
Very solid,
positions.
very
A
solid.
lot of debt in that one. Then in the top 3, they got Kluivert and Perotti, who will share some spots. They got Zaniolo, who's going to play right behind the forward. And then they got Cengiz Under. And then up top, they still got Dzeko and they still got Sheik.
Who they just
And
renewed?
they
So
still...
Schick is still part of Roma.
Yes, he's still part of Roma.
I think
DeFrel
it's-
is too, but I'm not going to say it. But forget about it. Forget it. Let's talk about how this team looks. I think that low-key, Roma are much better than people are giving them credit for.
Well,
I think that it's not as glamorous, maybe. They're not making the most unbelievable
I think
signings,
Roma is gonna be
but they're
completely
making practical signings.
He's going to be
Was that
competing with
4th
AC
place
Milan.
for you or no?
Yes.
You think that they can
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Hey, by the way,
I think
didn't
so.
fi-
I
let-
think that they have the team to do it.
Let me finish the last one.
Let's be honest.
Least, but not last. Cassano, it was another one that you were supposed to develop, and you sent it to AC Milan. How the hell are you like that?
It was
B?
the vice versa. What are you talking about?
What vice versa? What are you talking about? He played for
AC
Inter.
Milan played for AC Milan before coming to Inter.
What are you crazy? What kind of a smoking
How
you
much
taking
you wanna
lately?
bet?
How much you want? I'll sell your house.
Marco, you searching?
Check.
Bro, I don't need
Never,
to check. I know
never.
already.
Cassano always playing.
Cassano won the Scudetto with Milan 2 years before he went to Inter.
Could I be wrong? Even though
Okay, so he was at Milan and went to Inter.
he was at Milan and then went for Inter.
Yeah,
was
because
he
he
in-
played against Tramaccioni, said bene bene. And he went
He
to
was
play
never
for
at Inter before that in the youth.
No,
Nothing?
he was on body. He never played for
Yeah, he
Inter.
was at Bodi's.
All right.
Body
All right,
youth,
all
went to
right, that's
Roma.
all right.
You
Real
get away
Madrid.
with that one.
All right, you get away with this. All right.
Okay, so
Don't get too
Roma.
excited.
Roma's team. Well, how do you guys feel about Roma?
I think it's going to be competing for one of the spots on the Champions League.
I think they need.
Absolutely.
I think they need another player too to compete for a 4th spot.
A center back.
We're
and a
still,
right
yeah, he's still looking.
Yeah. I don't think it's
Defense right now is a little shaky. I mean, defense is what in Serie A is very, very important. And if you don't have a strong defense, you're going to have a very hard time trying to get the Champions League spot. I think last year they had a better team than what their results led them to. So they definitely could have had a team that qualified for Champions League last year, but they just didn't have
extra
the
push.
results.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have the right results. So this year they changed a bit, but they added some decent signings. I think Diawara, I actually love him
gonna have
as
a
a
good
player.
season.
So as long as he has the starting position or has the time to prove himself, he's gonna do good there. Keeping Dzeko is huge. That's a guy that can score you 20 goals a game. Kluivert now. I'm sorry, a season.
Oh wow! That's why Conte wanted him so bad.
If he was on Inter, he would have. Kluivert now has one more year under him in Serie A, so he's gonna know how to play. Under too had a lot of injuries last year, so this could be like a new signing in a sense. And Zaniolo now is gonna be in the middle, right behind the striker, where
Schick is gonna have a good
can maybe do something.
She might not be.
We'll
the
see,
best.
Sheik. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Don't you feel
So
weird talking about Roma without the Totti and without the Rossi and without the Manolas too this year?
Manolas.
Well, he's
It's
in
like,
Manolas feels nicer
it's
without.
like not a deflating team. I mean, the fan part of the Roma.
You gotta move on. It's time for
I mean,
a
you're
fresh
gonna move
phase.
on.
It's trying to have a new
you know what I think?
project.
Well, you know what I think is happening to this team here. I think the ownership is trying to build up this team because if the team reaches a certain level, they're gonna sell it. Because
besides the point, Totti and De Rossi, if they weren't gonna retire the year before or leave this year, the next year they were
no,
they weren't like they were there for so long.
retiring, about just having those people representing the franchise.
Yeah.
No, they're not even part of the franchise per se because Totti is fired.
Well, they
technically,
kept-
De Rossi is fired.
Well,
is fired.
they kept Dzeko now, who is been at Roma
He's
for,
like
for
the
quite some
franchise
time.
player,
And
Roma.
I think that he's an important
no,
player,
yeah, proven
and I think
goal
that even
scorer.
under Fonseca, we've seen him in preseason. He seems like he's fitting that system. There was a lot of question marks if Dzeko was even going to stay in January of last year with Chelsea and all this
Right.
stuff. And he said, "I love Roma," and I reiterated this summer that my home is Rome. So I didn't even mean to.
That's a great.
I didn't-
great.
Yeah. So he said a lot of those things.
So you're killing us with that phone.
And he renewed this week. So so he was very happy. Couple more things before we wrap up. Dybala scored a beautiful goal. I don't know if you saw it.
Marco
Did you see the
couldn't stop
goal?
talking.
No.
Oh my God,
Yeah, it was
he did a
amazing.
cucchiaio on
It was
the
amazing.
goalkeeper.
I
It
want
was
you guys to
beautiful.
sell it. Why don't you sell
He
it?
played as a
Milan.
number 9.
Sell it.
And he scored a beautiful goal, and then he put his little jersey showing where he wants to stay. He's still on the
Oh,
market. They're saying that
You
even
guys can get him.
Sky Italia
Make
are
a
saying,
swap with Icardi.
Sky Italia are saying that it's more and more likely that Dybala does stay, and he might play in that false number 9 role. Whether he does or, I mean, even today they were talking about, I don't even want to say it, but they were in Spain, they were reporting PSG swap Dybala plus 100 million for Neymar. Horrible. For me,
What?
I would never do it. I would never do it.
Are you crazy?
That'd
I
be
would never
crazy.
do it.
Are you crazy?
I would not do it.
That's so much.
Neymar.
Valuation, and I wouldn't want Neymar.
Listen,
Only
Neymar.
good thing about Neymar is the marketability.
Let him come to
but-
play Serie A. The guy's going to get injured after 3 games because they're really going to butcher him. If I was still a young guy, a young player, the only thing that I would do, get a red card, but just butcher the guy because the guy tantalizes everybody. The guy is a real jerk. Okay? All he does is just pissing every defender off. He probably talks a lot of trash to the defender until, and then they hurt him.
I wouldn't
And then
do
you
it.
would spend $200 million for somebody
And
like
he's
that.
created problems in the locker room. I would not do
What
that.
makes you think that they got rid of Barcelona, got rid of him? What makes you think?
For a
And now
lot of
PSG wants to get rid of him.
Well, it seemed like he
Everybody
wanted to leave
hates him on
PSG.
PSG. I mean, the public cannot even stand looking at him.
But he
said
wasn't
that?
showing up to training.
Who said that?
Well, no, the
Who
fans
said
really
that?
don't
The
like
fan,
him,
they
actually.
hate him.
Yeah, the
He
fans
wasn't
don't
showing
like
up to
him.
training because he wanted to move. But in my opinion, he's probably more likely to go to
There
Barcelona.
was a stat. He's been more
Why?
time-
Why Barcelona? I think Real Madrid is...
Dembele got
You should
hurt.
go to Milan.
Yeah? No, we don't need
All
that.
of a sudden, Neymar.
no, we don't need him. We don't
There
need
was
him.
a
Yeah.
stat though. There was more time him being injured than actually playing, so that's why a lot of the fans.
That's how you spend your
Well,
money.
Didn't you ever hear? The last don't quote me on this, but the last couple of years, he's consistently missed the same day for an injury, and every single time it's for his sister's birthday,
I
and he
heard
goes
about
back
that.
to Brazil.
I heard about that. I heard
It,
about
it was
that. I
like
don't know how true that is,
hilarious
though.
thing.
Just
about
say
it.
that
It's
it's
a
your sister's
coincidence?
birthday.
Yeah, they say coincidence.
Could be.
What else did I want to say?
He loves his sister.
We're doing
He loves his
this
sister. So tell her to come over here in Paris and then have the birthday after the game.
exactly, but he goes back to Brazil.
Oh, he goes back to Brazil.
Okay, we're doing this game that we're making strikers versus each other. So you got to say if you can only have one, or who's better. So the first week we did Icardi versus Dzeko. Who would you, if you had to, who's better?
For me, Icardi.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Got it.
And then we'll go to the second week since we already did this one. Piontek versus Milik. Wait,
Piontek.
Okay, this guy won.
Piontek.
It's a good one. If Milik doesn't get injured all the time, I'd probably pick Milik. But Piontek didn't have a good preseason
Mike,
either.
forget about if this, if that. Yes or no?
I'll go with Piontek.
Yeah, me too. All right, and then we'll do next week. I'm not gonna say who the next one is, and then
Alright.
everybody's just gonna keep facing each other. Did we talk about Palermo at all last time? Oh well, Torino won the Europa League qualifier. They won their first round. The next round, I think they're gonna have to play Wolves.
Yeah,
If everything
Cutrone's Wolves.
goes to plan. They
And who tied
they
with
tied Man U
Manchester.
today.
They
Wolves
tied?
tied Man U.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Did Patrick score?
he only played like 2
He
minutes.
came in 2 minutes.
This is ridiculous.
I told
Hey,
you.
He's getting paid. Patrick, keep collecting money. Don't worry about it. At some point, you're going to find a room. Somebody's going to get hurt. You're going to be...
Number 1 starter, right?
It's all right.
Wolves is actually a good team.
Yeah,
They're
they're
actually a good
solid.
team. They played better in the second half.
right.
Man U still... They had a good... It wasn't
They
a
blocked
bad
the
game.
penalty too.
Oh, yeah,
missed a
Pogba,
penalty.
Pogba had a penalty saved.
saved.
Yeah, that guy.
So don't you guys get in Pogba too?
No.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Maybe to Real
Oh,
Madrid.
Pete,
Mike,
how about
any
you guys?
questions?
Yeah,
I'll
we got
take
a
him.
few questions.
You'll take him?
Sure.
Hey, Pete will take Pogba.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let's move on to
Oh
questions.
wait! I'm
Well,
sorry. I have to say this because
Well.
I told you when we were at the field
Uh-huh.
because it came out then. I just want to read this quote from Galliani,
Uh-huh.
your boy Galliani. Galliani, where's he from? He's from Milan, of course. He's a heart and soul. I would say as a Milan fan, you would listen to what Galliani would say, right? Of course. So first statement, and I'm sure you agree with this. He said Icardi is so good, and if I could, I'd sign him right away. You agree with him, of course.
Absolutely.
Because Galliani.
And
the
Wanda too.
And Wanda. And the second statement that I'm sure you agree with, since Galliani's Milan, he said that he likes Maurizio Sarri a lot, and he says that he was close to becoming Milan's coach.
Oh my God! I hope. Thank God. Just don't even lose his phone number, please. I don't like it. I don't like the idea. I just
fan?
Sorry. I'm not a big fan of Sarri.
But you're not a big fan of his soccer or his antics?
It both.
Impossible. How do you not like his soccer?
No,
Listen to me. Listen to me.
This
He's a
style's
tactical
amazing.
genius.
First of all, First of
As
all,
Ludo
First
says,
of
is a
all,
maestro.
if you look at the team that this guy here he was managing, the team were top team.
Who?
The team were top team.
Who?
No, they weren't.
Empoli?
No, what are you saying?
Napoli were a
they
top
barely
team.
had a budget
Even
to
Chelsea.
spend.
Chelsea?
Chelsea was not a top team? Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. I would
So
say
what's a
that
top
maybe
team then for you?
Oh, that's pretty
Milan.
funny.
Only Milan.
I don't think, I'm not sold out on this guy here.
Mike.
Okay, let me move on to questions. Okay, so we're talking about Champions League, fourth spot. Realistically, Roma, Milan, maybe Atalanta, and Lazio would be fighting for fourth place. It's still a little bit early, but if you had to give early predictions, who do you think is going to get that fourth spot for next season?
I never discount Atalanta, never.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know the reasons why?
I'm
It's
saying-
Gasperini.
I'll
Never
say my top
discounted.
4 right now. Actually,
No, just say fourth. you don't have to say top four. Say fourth.
Nobody's gonna be here for the start of the season. You guys, this is the last episode for you guys at least.
Right.
yeah,
Start of the season. We should do a prediction.
Why don't we do a Skype? We do a podcast, a Skype podcast.
We should do the prediction. Top 4.
Nah,
Predict
nah.
your top 4.
Okay, let me go first.
Go first.
Inter, right? Inter,
first.
number one.
Top 4 in order, obviously.
Juve, Inter, 5 points behind. Napoli, third, with a considerable amount. And fourth place, Gianpaolo's Milan's taken fourth place.
Antonio, order. Top 4. If you need, do you need a second?
No, I said Inter all the time. Inter because I'm
Number
dying to
one.
see them
Scudetto?
win. I want to just see them win.
Number
win,
one.
win. I want to see them win the triplete. You know that, right?
Number 1.
Juventus is going to be number 2. Napoli is really giving me a little bit of uncertainty.
Really?
Maybe I would put Gianpaolo number 3 and Napoli number 4.
Wow, okay.
Whoa.
It's interesting.
Pete, how do you feel about that?
I said,
How much limoncello did you drink?
nothing.
What's inside?
Guys, we said
Nah,
in the
yeah,
That's
yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah,
grappa.
so-
That's grappa.
coming up.
Let's go.
Juventus is going to win.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, last
What
year he
was that?
said
Was that
Inter
a-
was gonna win.
Yeah.
Inter,
Oh.
Inter second
Is
place.
you mind games?
Mourinho,
He's playing my
Mourinho,
games, right? He's playing my games, right?
My games
thought
are mind games.
Hey,
My games.
mind games.
My games.
Oh,
Your
mind
games.
games.
You like to-
Mind games. All right, go ahead.
Napoli 3.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to go with...
Atalanta
If,
4.
no, I like Lazio. I think if Lazio,
Lazio should've made it
Milinkovic,
last time.
Savic, and everybody stays, Lazio.
So none of us agree. I really thought that we
What
were
was
all
yours?
gonna agree. For me, number 1 is Inter, of course. I
Are
think
you being sarcastic?
I'm not being sarcastic.
Why are you looking
at all.
around at Peter and smiling?
No, I'm looking at
Inter,
everybody in
you
there.
say Inter number one,
number
and
1.
then?
They spend the most money.
Of course.
They got Conte.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We agree.
He's
Finally, we
putting
agree.
weights on your shoulders,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you have to
Listen,
perform.
They have the
when you
win.
spend money. I love what Chiellini said.
Wow.
What Chiellini said is what I love.
I should have never told you, Mark.
You shouldn't have told me. He says Napoli and Inter are spending a lot of money. He said they can't hide anymore. You can't say we're not supposed to win. We're not expected to win. When you spend money, you should be expected to win.
Money talks,
And
right?
exactly. So I agree.
Right.
And I think the top 3 is going to be them. I think that Inter is going to finish in first place because for 2 reasons. I say Antonio Conte in his first year, he knows how to get the best.
Right.
They got him a lot of players. If they didn't get him all these players, they didn't get him Sanchez, Lukaku, I wouldn't have put them. I think it's going to be close, and I think Juventus is going to struggle a lot with Sarri, at least in the beginning, and they might pick it up at the end. But I think at least first year, Inter will win, Juventus second, third, Napoli, and fourth, Roma. That's my prediction.
okay.
Milan close in fifth, though. I'm a little bit of
I'll
a
take
question
it
mark.
even in 5th, 6th. I
I'm
mean,
just-
I'm an AC Milan fan. I have the hope that AC Milan just makes it to the top 3.
I'm not sold that Roma will be fourth, but I'm putting a lot of hope that they will.
Hey, Marcello, you see, you're listening to me, to my friends in
You say
Montreal.
third.
Yeah,
You
I said third. Say Marcello. So
Wow.
my hope
It's gotta
is
be
for AC
realistic,
Milan
too.
to be third. Maybe win everything. I don't know. But you know me. I have to play the mind game. So he's going to be the winner. He's the winner number 1. Okay?
Okay.
So, Forza Inter, I hope you guys win the triplete. What can I tell you, Pete?
We'll end it
Thank
with-
you.
Yeah.
We'll end it
Let's
with
go
one
to the
last
Champions League
question.
Yeah,
final
I just
together.
hope. I really hope.
Let's go
that
to
you
the
guys
Champions
win.
League final
Oh, yeah?
together.
Okay.
We're going to go together.
We'll end it with the last questions. Who do you guys think is going to be the capocannoniere next season?
Wow.
Oh, baby. I'm going with
Imagine
Romelu Lukaku.
Really?
Surprise, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to win it, but I think Lukaku's just going to guns blazing.
I think whoever Juventus's number 9 is going to be, whether
No,
if it's
throw something.
Ronaldo or if it's Dybala.
Oh, so you think
Whoever's playing center forward for Juventus.
Dybala can...
Whoever's playing center forward for Juventus, I think is going to be the Capocannoniere.
What do you think, Pete?
Trying to think right now.
Anto, go.
Me, I would pick
Don't say it.
Icardi if he
Oh.
plays in Napoli.
Napoli.
Okay.
Or
Thought you were going to say something fun. Balotelli? Can you imagine Balotelli?
Oh my
I
God.
wish.
Nah,
That'd be nice.
He doesn't have enough service on him.
Why not?
He's gonna prove you wrong.
So say it. So say it. So say Balotelli. Oh, why not?
Why
not?
Icardi, maybe Piontek. Why not? I'll put Piontek.
Did
could
you
be-
answer?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
By the way, Piontek, he didn't score in any of his preseason friendlies for
Doesn't
Milan.
matter. That's good.
I know,
That's a
I'm
good
just saying.
sign. That's a good sign. When you're not
I don't know if
scoring
it's a
in the
good
preseason,
sign. I don't know if it's a good
You're
sign.
when
saving
not-
the goals.
When you're not scoring on the preseason, it's a
He's
good.
saving it up for the
You're setting
season.
yourself up for the regular
I
season.
hope so. I
When
hope
you're
so.
scoring too much on the
He's
preseason,
reloading the bullets.
you're setting yourself up to
He's
say,
reloading.
"Hey, what happened to you?" So
Exactly.
now
I
he's
like that
angry.
mentality.
He's angry for to score. So
Ronaldo hasn't scored in preseason.
so his
he's
guns are
loading
still
them up.
loaded.
Exactly.
Okay? Loaded.
Peter,
Hopefully
what
they're
do you
not.
think?
Hopefully they're not blank bullets, right? What are they called?
Yeah. Oh,
You see this
okay.
guy?
Blank-
So Pete, what's your prediction?
I want to see Lukaku. I want to see this guy play in Serie A. I want to see him score with Conte's system. He's gonna get those sweaty
Conte
goals,
system.
you know.
What's Conte's system? The 3-5-2. He didn't invent
Winning.
anything.
Conte's system is
Nobody
winning.
said he invented it. Nobody said he
What
invented
about Sarri?
it.
What's his Sarri invented? The 4-3-3.
It's the
Nobody
high.
invented it.
It's the
Nobody
high
invented it.
intensity.
Oh,
We're not-
high
we're not-
intensity.
Except
Oh,
Casano.
wow.
Conte's the
You
best
see how you win
Italian
the ball
coach.
back?
See?
The Inter wins the ball
Okay,
back.
you put 20
Milan's
million,
gonna get the
20 million,
ball.
40 million,
Wow.
60 million.
Conte won
Another
with
30, 40, and then 65, 75, 100 million. So how many millions we have on Inter? We have
Conte
700
is also the
million.
highest paid Italian coach because
true.
he's the best Italian coach.
The best Italian coach.
Arguably.
Oh, the best Italian coach?
Arguably.
Who said that?
Me.
Him and
Crazy?
Ancelotti.
Who's the best Italian coach? Not ever. Right now.
Gasperini is the best Italian coach.
Ay, ay, ay.
Gianpaolo comes second.
Now Gianpaolo's second. Before
Gattuso
you
comes third.
you said
Gattuso
you
comes
said
third. Gattuso comes
You
third.
were-
Who's fourth?
I don't know. Maybe
He's trying to think of anybody else besides Sadi and Conte.
Andrea.
not even Ancelotti.
Andrea Azzoli, yeah.
Ancelotti, no?
Ancelotti, yeah. I'll take fourth.
Behind
Ancelotti.
Gasperini.
So okay, let me just get this very straight.
Yes, sir.
Conte and Sadi are not the top 5 Italian coaches.
No, not to me.
Okay, so
Because
then how
they
are
did not
expected to
invent
win?
anything. With players,
They all
listen
have-
to me.
What
That's
did
where
Andrea
they
How
Azzoli
can you-
invent?
how can you listen
What
to
did
me?
Andrea Azzoli
Andrea
invent?
Azzoli comes from Sadi's system.
Listen to me. A great coach is what somebody that gets nothing like Gasperini and he makes them to become all champions. Gasperini had no names in the Atalanta, okay?
Papu
and he made
Gomez.
it to the Papu Gomez. Give me a break. So this is the top coach of Serie A.
I have another question real
Okay.
quick. Who's going to be the dark horse?
The dark horse.
You know what dark horse?
Fiorentina.
Yeah, I hope Fiorentina.
I think it's going to be Fiorentina or Genoa. I'm a little bit
Nah,
sour. Even
Fiorentina.
Brescia, but I'll say Fiorentina.
Genoa low-key
Genoa
have a
good.
good
Even
squad.
Brescia. Good,
Listen,
good,
a lot of
good,
people
good
that
team.
discount how smart Joe Barone is
Lecce's
and
gonna have a good
Commisso.
one.
Commisso is very savvy. Very, very savvy savvy guy. Fiorentina.
Is Atalanta still considered a dark
No.
horse?
No, Atalanta is
Champions
one
League.
They're
Champions
big
League.
Yeah.
guns now.
Yeah,
They're
they
big
are.
boys.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about Champions League.
Okay, dark horse. If you're going to say that they're going to win the Scudetto, then you can say the dark horse for
Yeah, that's
Scudetto. But
A dark horse is someone
Fiorentina to be fifth.
Is
yes.
dark horse.
Fifth or sixth, yes.
really, that
Yeah.
high?
Yeah.
I think they get top half of the table.
Yeah,
That would
top
be
half
fucking
is
great.
a
But I think
success.
they can push for Europa League.
I will say Fiorentina is going to push for Europa League.
Okay. What do you? Who's your dark horse?
Dark horse.
And I'm cheering for Fiorentina because of Joe.
We all are.
Joe Barone and.
But this
and
is
Commisso
this is
and
no
Rocco.
emotion. This is not who's friends with who. It's just who
Trying
do
to
you think's gonna be
think.
the dark horse.
Trying to think. I don't know. I think Parma. They have speed, man. Parma could be that team there.
They didn't buy that much. They didn't buy that many. They kept Inglesa.
All right, guys. This is the last podcast with Peter and maybe Antonio. We're still gonna get one
Yeah,
more.
we're
with
gonna
you
have one more.
before the season starts and before they go to Italy. We're gonna have a couple new guests on. We're gonna have a lot more people. Like Antonio said in the beginning, our hats are Calcio Dad hats. They're available. They might be sold out right now. So if you want to go check if we have any more left. ItalianFootballTV.com. As always, if you're watching, we're everywhere where podcasts can be found. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere. Just make sure you rate us 5 stars. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you always comment and like. And what else do you want to say?
Rate food 5 stars. Okay, guys, don't get depressed because school time is coming back. So don't worry, the vacation is coming off. It's coming, it's coming to the end. Don't be depressed. It's good from time to time to get your brush up a little bit with your, material, your books, and all the stuff.
And keep up with the podcast, right?
Yeah, tell your
Serie A's
girlfriend.
about to come.
Huh?
5 days till Serie A
Yeah, 5 days
starts.
in
5
Serie
days
A.
until
4
Serie
days
A
if
we
you're watching
started.
this now.
Okay, so what else? If your wife kicked your ass or your husband kicked your ass, whatever the case might be, you can watch podcast. We have a lot
You
of
can
positive
watch
vibes over here.
podcast.
We have a lot of positive vibes over here, right or wrong? So
What?
Positive vibes.
Positive. I thought you said
Oh,
positive wives.
Wives, no,
No, positive vibes.
Expressing knew that.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think you knew the word vibe.
So And you know the way they say chi non salta, you know what we
Yeah.
were trying to say chi
What
non
is
salta,
that?
interista, and all that stuff. So
Don't say anything
so
bad.
whoever doesn't buy the hat, that means it's an Inter Milan fan. So whoever buys it, that's an AC Milan fan. So
You're losing out on all those the Inter
so
fans.
soon, guys, soon we're gonna make the Inter Milan fan.
Whoever doesn't buy it is not an IFTV fan.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, so just buy it. Okay?
Guys, as always, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ragazzi.
And rate the
Ciao.
podcast 5 stars.